who call out the poor.
Mr.
Tell the poor that the day of election you are the king and the queens, and let us go and use it.
Right, and we must
not afraid of them for what?
We must reiterate that we value and want a vibrant opposition. But you know, our people will say, and I'm going to translate it directly to English, that it's easy to make vegetable soup with your mouth. I know you know that saying. It is easy to make vegetable soup.
Let me tell you something, my friend. I think what you are assuming is that the kind of resources that they are, man and material, you are assuming that those resources is going to go around everybody in the country. You need to always put your mind at the fact that we're talking about 90 million PVCs collected. You think this silly dance that they are doing is going to reach 90 million people? Every conversation can be rearranged. Narrative can be replaced. People can be excited and made excited. People
but Mr. Sowunmi, you tried in 2023, Mr. Sowunmi. It didn't work out, and it looks like it's even worse for the opposition.
In 2023, dude. In 2023, only a very wicked, insensitive, unthinking Nigeria will say that you didn't see the gaslighting and the suppression of people's votes in certain areas. Look, don't force me into
So, Mr. Sowunmi, did you tell the president these things when you saw him? Because you had a meeting with the president.
Okay, you want me to tell you some of the things I told him?
Did you tell him?
I told him 5 things. Listen to 5 things. He's alive, you can go and ask him. First question, one of the things I told him, I said, listen, I suspect that the Americans are going to be having a deep state geopolitical game. Are we ready? He had his answer. I won't tell you what the answer is. The second thing I told him, I asked him, I said, look, this is your man. My man that we borrowed to you, Wike. I'm a little bit concerned that you want to have him in your party and see. We talked about that. Another thing we talked about, I even asked him as far back as then, that Mr. You are sitting down as president. You are watching the Oni of Ife and they are laughing, and you're not going to call them and tell them this is not acceptable. We talked about that. I asked him, I said, dude, our people are hungry. How are we going to feed them? We talked about that. I asked him about security. I'm not the type of person that sits with a leader and start laughing. No. I'm not. I'm such a human being that I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be rude to a leader, but I'm going to ask him the questions that you all need to be asking. I asked the questions on all our behalf. And he answered. Some of them he answered.
But you didn't talk about the election.
Explanations as to what he's doing.
Right, but you didn't talk about the election, the gaslighting, and that whole process.
You know, because I saw because that election outcome, it was a self-inflicted injury on behalf of PDP.
Right.
There was no reason under the earth for the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria, the candidate at that time, Atiku, my man, to think that the others who were complaining needn't be brought in. You can't bring people to negotiation table and tell them that they should leave empty-handed. You can't do that. And if you remove the things that our own people contributed to their victory, they will lose. By what number did they even win? They got 8 point something, we got 6 point something. Imagine if you just sickled out Wike, sickled out Otom, sickled out Seyi Makinde, sickled out all our people and brought it back into our box. We would defeat them cheaply.